Hey everyone, so we're going to kind of continue along the gauntlet of difficult Dave Matthews songs today with The Stone. I've already posted Satellite, JTR, those are both difficult ones. I'm eventually going to put up Trippin' Billies, which I think is probably the hardest one to play by Dave Matthews. But The Stone's probably the second hardest, right behind that. A lot of finger movements, a lot of single string picking down here, strumming, a lot of switches. There's a lot that goes into it, but like I always say, I mean, if I can play these songs, I can guarantee that anyone else can. So hopefully I can help you out a little bit here, and we'll get into it. The intro. Okay, we're going to start off with our pinky on the A string 5th fret. We'll take our forefinger down here to the 2nd fret G string. And then we'll take our middle finger right here to the 3rd fret D string. And those are all picking down on the string with your right hand. Alright. And then we're going to do a down up on the D string, the 5th fret. Down up, and then another down as we put our forefinger on the 2nd fret D string, and then we'll come up. We'll do an up pick on the with the middle finger on the 3rd fret D string, and then back down on your forefinger again on the D string 2nd fret, and start back from the beginning. See, it's not too hard. It's just practicing. So. Okay, so that's that beginning part, and then that's the entire intro. And then once he goes into the verse, he plays that once, and then it's I have this creeping. When he says creeping, he comes down to strum this chord just like that. That chord is going to be your ring finger 3rd fret E string, forefinger 1st fret A string, and we'll bring our pinky right down here to that G string. It's another one of those kind of Dave chords that he tends to use in most of his songs. Okay, so okay. Now for some people, it's going to be a pretty tough switch to get that right there so quickly from the picking to. But just work on that. Practice that little transition from there to there, okay? And that's how that strum pattern goes there. And then we'll come back to exactly what we just did right before that, which is okay. So, the up down here on the 5th fret D string, forefinger there, and middle finger there. And then we're going to bring our pinky finger up here to the A string 5th fret. Bring our forefinger down here to the G string 2nd fret. And then we're going to come up here with our pinky to the 3rd fret. And then we'll go on the A string. And then we'll go 1st fret with our forefinger also on the A string. Bring our pinky down here, 3rd fret D string, and then we'll take off everything on the D string. Okay, and then we'll make kind of a C shape, and you'll put your middle finger here on the 2nd fret D string, and then your ring finger here on the 3rd fret A string. Then you will take your hand off again, and we'll hit that open D string again before we start that whole thing back over. So that right there covers that's going to be the entire verse, and here it is played in real time. Okay. Okay. I wanted to play that through a little bit right there a couple of times because it's very, very hard to pick that out whenever you're listening to the song. It took me a really long time to figure out what exactly he was doing there. Okay, I'm going to try and get through this. I don't want to spend too much time on that because you can rewind and practice that as much as you need to because I know it's tough. Then we'll get into the chorus. Pretty simple. We're going to be putting our forefinger here on the D string, 3rd fret, pinky down here on the 5th string, on the 5th fret G string. Okay, you just want to really hit the A, the D, and the G string, okay? And then we're going to keep our pinky finger the same. We're going to keep our forefinger here on the same string, but we're going to move down to the 2nd fret. So we'll go. And then we'll come back up to the exact same shape we were just in, but I want you to put your ring finger here on the A string 5th fret. So we'll go. So that last chord is going to be the same as the 2nd chord where we came down here. You're just going to put this ring finger right here on the 3rd fret A string. So we have pinky on the G string, 5th fret, forefinger on the 2nd fret D string, and then we'll put our middle finger here on the 3rd fret A string, okay? So all that together for the chorus. Post-chorus part's probably my favorite part. It's a lot of fun to play. To simplify this, when you're thinking about your finger placement when you're playing it down here, it's basically, it's. I want you to put it together as this first. We'll call this a first chord. You're only going to play the string separately, but you have on the 5th E string 5th fret and A string 7th fret. Think of those two together. And then bring your pinky up here to the E string 8th fret. And then I want you to think of these two together. Pinky there, forefinger here on the A string 5th fret. And then we'll go middle finger right here on the E string 6th fret. And the pinky is going to be right here on the 8th fret A string. Okay? So just think of these two together, then these two, then these two. And that's all that is right there on the post-chorus. So we'll go from here. Okay, when you come back down here, you're going to end, so you'll play that and you'll end on that 6, 8, and you just slide that pinky right back down, okay? Back down to there, and we're going to start right back over on the verse. Okay, and then the ending is a little different. If you watch the listener-supported version, you'll see this, and he does it live with Tim a lot when they do their acoustic shows. So you'll end on this. It's just that chorus that we learned. All right, and then we will come up here to the 8th fret A string, 10th fret D string, and this is where he's just picking really slowly before the very end. Okay, so we'll go 8, 10. And then we're just dropping our forefinger down to the 7th fret. Then we'll come down here. I play it this way. You can play it this way if you want. It's easier to get your finger back where it needs to be, or to get your hands back where they need to be. If you play it like this, it's just middle finger on the 5th fret A string, ring finger on the 5th fret D string. And then right here we're just going into an octave chord. We have our forefinger here on the A string, 3rd fret, pinky on the G string, 5th fret. Okay, and then to end the song, when they play it live, obviously it just fades out on the studio version, but when they play it live, okay, and that's the Stone. Like I said, it just takes a lot of practice, a lot of single string picking and things, but it gets a lot easier the more you play it, just like anything else. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope this was helpful. And any questions or anything that you want to hear, any questions about this specific song, let me know in the comments. And subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. And try and get out all these songs just as fast as I can. I'll be doing Don't Drink the Water and Crush will probably be my next two that I'll do after this. So hope you enjoyed it. And just let me know if you have any questions or comments. Thanks.